India, a 5,000-year-old culture. More than 1 billion people, over 800 languages. In recent years, the country has experienced enormous economic growth. In spite of India's modern industrial advances, over 70% live off their small farming incomes. Today, many are struggling to survive. Take a good look at this picture. Record it to memory. Scenes like this are slowly declining. The South Indian countryside and its myriad of small villages are in a state of change. Many are dying out, since the young men have moved to the cities. India has the world's fastest growing population. An increase of 600 million is expected in the next 50 years. While the proportion of poor has been reduced by 1/3 over the last 2 decades, the number of poor has increased and stands today at about 260 million. In rural India, while more people are forced to live off the same land, crop yields are falling, as up to 40% of local water is being diverted to the thirsty cities. But if water is a force of nature, migration is a force of history and politics. While India's countryside is in dire need of an increase in support for its survival, the government, as well as foreign investors, have increasingly directed their resources where the possibility for growth is greatest, in the cities.
It's the rich in the cities, the urban elite, the urban middle class and above, who controls political power in most countries, while the poor agricultural workers, the small-scale farmers and so on, have very little political power, very little influence. They have no strong organizations. And that means that, well, of course, the political system encourages an urban-based pattern of development and a neglect of agriculture and the countryside, which is very destructive, of course.